All right, welcome back to Live at 9. It's Wellness Wednesday, and of course, with 2026 now on our brains, we're talking about New Year's resolutions. It is a good time of the year, but keeping up with your New Year's resolution can be quite tough. Here to help us this morning is, to keep our commitment, is Dr. Quinn. Good morning, Dr. Quinn.
Hey, good morning.
So first off, what should people do to keep their New Year's resolution this year?
Well, what I want to do is share a protocol that I learned in the military many years ago, and I've employed it within my own personal life along with my patients, and it's been very, very helpful for everyone, including myself. And it involves 3 steps. Number 1, create a contract with what it is you aspire to do as detailed as possible in writing on paper and sign it and date it. Number 2, log your daily activities to keep yourself in line. And number 3, try to find a supportive accountability partner you have to turn it into. Now, the way that I do it personally is I had the brain injury last year, and I had a cancer diagnosis. I had to go through chemo and radiotherapy, and all of my muscles and my body function as far as my physical abilities were down. So I got with a physical therapist, and we made a contract where I had to do certain things every single day, including weights, swimming, biking, and now I'm back up to running. But what I did was I got this notebook, and I share this with my patients, and it really works. So every day I have to log in, my activities, and I wrote the notebook full, and then I switched over and started using the back pages. and basically, if I don't text them my progress for the day, they'll text me at a certain time and say, "Are you okay?" And there have been times where I was watching TV, I was like, I'm gonna take the day off, and I just said, "Babe, I have to get on this treadmill," and I would just run for 1 hour on the treadmill.
Wow.
Or walk, according to where I was in my progress. Now I can run. And I text them to them, and by having this accountability with this plan, it kept me in line.
That is such a good idea, Dr. Quinn, because I feel like with ourselves, you can always set these goals, but it is really easy to kind of fall off when it's just you keeping yourself accountable. But when you have someone else checking in, whether that's in person or via text, it really does help you keep going and stick to that. So are there specific steps besides the ones you just mentioned about making a contract?
Well, let me give you another example. I had a patient a year ago that wanted to be a better husband. So we wrote a contract together where he would have to kiss his wife every morning, tell her he loves her, take out the trash, do sweet things like take her on a date at least once a week. And he had a contract with his brother that was a pastor. And he and his brother, they were accountable to each other to both become better husbands, because of course the pastor, he was so into his church, he was not paying attention to his wife like he wanted to. And by both of them keeping that contract and being accountable to each other, they both became better husbands. And the wives, they both thanked me and tried to bring me a pie or a cake. And I told them, no. I want that. But it works. It works in school, in your occupation, your relationships, as I said, just whatever it is you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to get in better shape, as most of my patients are.
Right, Dr. Quinn, I like too that you gave that other example of it's not always a health goal, but maybe it's a social or a family or relational goal that you want to set. And it doesn't have to be a partner, a romantic partner. It can be a friend at work. It could be a family member, whoever that may be. So that's really good that you have lots of options when it comes to accountability partner, and you have spoken on the importance of that. But what is one thing someone should not do to keep their resolutions?
Don't give up. Don't fall into the trap a lot of people fall into. I have a lot of patients that'll go to a gym and they'll see people in much better condition than they are, and they'll get discouraged. Just remember, New Year's resolutions are about becoming the best version of yourself. Don't worry about other people. Like if you want to make more money and you see somebody, that's doing really, really well, don't even worry about them, because that's not your path. You have to figure out what is your path, what's realistic, and stick to it. And then maybe next year, go for a higher path.
Right.
And that's really the trick. Don't get caught up worried about other people. It's becoming the best version of yourself. 2026.